Hey, Jay Williams here with another Pocket Coaching. Yesterday, I discovered a huge blind spot, and this might be true for you as well. I got on a call with my coach, and just like a doctor, every doctor needs a doctor. I honestly believe every coach should have a coach, a business coach, a performance coach. And I got on the call with him, and one of the things he always asks is, hey, what the challenges you're facing? And I said to him that when it comes to marketing, I feel so restricted. I feel like I have so much to give, so much knowledge, so much wisdom that I could possibly share with people, but I'm following what the gurus say, what the experts say about how you should do marketing. Now, I think there's many ways to get to success. And for those of you who don't know, I actually cut my teeth in doing affiliate marketing and doing direct response, running Facebook ads, YouTube ads, learning everything there is to know about marketing and the psychology of marketing, of what leads to people generating leads, what leads to people getting clients, and of course, getting results as well. And the approach that's always been taught to me, and it's kind of just a limiting belief that I had, was, hey, when you're doing something like a webinar or a masterclass, then what you tend to do is you set up the frame, you introduce yourself, position yourself as an authority, and then you reveal the 3 secrets, but you tend to give them the what and the why, but not too much of the how, because you want to create what's called an open loop. An example of an open loop is, I'm going to ask you, what did you have for breakfast? Now, in your mind, you probably closed that with an answer in your head or an image in your head. Even if you said nothing, you probably had some kind of response. That is called closing the loop. And what we do in marketing is we give people enough that they can see that we know what we're talking about and they can trust us, but we don't give them too much that they can go away and do it themselves. That's the approach. And what my coach said to me was, well, Jay, there's kind of 2 approaches to this that you can take. The first one, which you just talked about, is coming from a lack mindset. And I was like, what? It's like, well, think about this. If you are putting together a webinar or masterclass or piece of content, and you're only giving people what you want to give them because you're scared that they'll run off and use it and they won't buy from you. He said, that's a limiting mindset. That's coming from a place of lack. He said, that's not to say that stuff doesn't work. And it has worked in the past. A lot of people have made a lot of money from that. However, I want you to see that that's operating from a place of lack. He says, there's another approach which you can take, and that is where you throw the sink at people and you give people the information. Now, this is coming from an abundance mindset. And here is why. There's something called the universal law of reciprocity. Now, if you've ever been to a pub before or a bar, depending on where you are around the world, if a friend gets you a drink, they say, hey, I'll buy you this one. What's the next thing you normally say? Yeah, of course you say thank you, but you normally say, okay, I'll get the next one, right? That's the law of reciprocity. So when you give, it often, it always comes back to you. And this is what we've also been taught over the years. This is why we give stuff on social media, why we give resources, why we share information. But it often comes with a caveat. So he was saying, give generously, and talk into the challenges and share the value with your audience that they want to know. And this is why yesterday I sent out an email asking you, what's the biggest struggle you've got right now? So that I can be someone who gives massive value. And I can talk about all sorts of things, from building email lists, from closing sales, to running a business, to becoming a better communicator and influencer. There's loads of stuff I could talk about, but I want to know what your struggles is so I can talk into that. Because here's the value. And if you are a coach, or even if you're not a coach, if you're an agency owner, if you are a speaker of something, whatever it is you do, I want you to just see this. There is no shortage of information. Every answer you could ever want is on YouTube, it's on Google. Now you can find it out via ChatGPT. So the value in what you offer is never in the information. I want you to really get that. It's never in the information. The value in what you offer, especially if you're anything like me, is the accountability you offer, right? The ability to coach people through things quickly. So people are always going to come unstuck. That's why only 5% of people ever complete courses and programs, right? So people are going to come stuck. So they need your support in order to help them move through it. They're relying on your experience, your wisdom. That is where the value is, your accountability and your ability to coach them through things. And on top of that, your real value isn't just about information, because most people are overwhelmed by information. It's the ability to cut through and give them exactly what they need. And that is where the true value is. And when you, and this is what I'm really getting, so I'm sharing from my heart here. When you share and give generously and be generous with your giving, what happens is people get massive value from you. You've seen my online summits. I'm all about giving you everything. I push my speakers. And what happens is people start to trust you. People start to associate you as someone who's a good source of valuable information and can give you exactly what you need when you need it. And because of that, when you do make offers, of course, people are more likely to buy. Look at Alex Hormozy as an example. Hasn't sold anything, and people are desperate for him to sell something. That's how we got 500,000 people on a webinar. Give, and you'll create a hungry audience who are desperate for you to give them more that's going to help them solve a problem or transform something in their lives and in their business. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. Huge lessons for me, and hopefully this has been valuable to you as well. Take care.